Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in the first of this year's Pootles Advent Countdown projects. Now, if you have been following me for a long time, you will know that I do Pootles Advent Countdown every year. I've done it since 2013, the year I joined. And normally, or rather in the past, I've done the projects as 2 a week throughout the whole of September, October, November and into December, finishing in, you know, pretty close to Christmas. But this year I've decided to switch it up a little bit. So instead of 2 a week, you're going to get 5 a week for 5 weeks. So to give you 25 projects, because Advent is 24, I went with 25 because, you know, if you were doing them the 1st to the 25th of December, it would be 25. So hold on to your hats, there's a lot coming. So it's going to be Monday through Friday for 5 weeks. Saturdays and Sundays, my usual card projects and cards in the mail to me, things like that. But yeah, Monday through Friday, 5 video projects. And this is the first one. Now, years ago, and I want to say 2013, might have been 2014, I did a triangular cracker using an ornament punch we had that year. And we haven't had an ornament shaped punch since, not that I remember. And this year we've got 2. They come as a bundle, 2 and a stamp set. And I'm going to be using one of them. I don't remember actually which one I used. I don't remember if it was that one or that one, but anyway, I'm going to be using one of them and recreating my triangular Christmas cracker, but with 6x6 paper. And this is the wrapped in plaid. I love it. It's just gorgeous. It's very elegant and very sophisticated. Okay, so you don't need to trim it down. It's 6x6 already, 15¼ by 15¼ centimetres. On the first side, score it at 1¾ 3½ and 5¼ inches. If you work in metric, that's 4½, 9 and 13. Turn it round and score it at 1¼ and 4¾ and again, if you work in metric, that's 3 and 12¼ centimetres, 12.25 centimetres. Okay, so let me scooch that out of the way and burnish my score lines. I love these kind of projects that are a little bit quirky. These would look very nice if you were having a supper party this Christmas. They would look very nice on a small side plate. You know, the ones that you have, you know, you walk around with your little hors d'oeuvres or whatever it is, your canapes, whatever you're having, a little tiny little cracker with some lovely little treats in would look just lovely. Okay, so I'm burnished, so you can see where I'm going to be punching. So I don't remember. I made these at the beginning of the summer holidays. I think it's that one. Yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to punch. Now, I don't want to go halfway because that's too much. I want to go, ooh, let me tip that. Not halfway because that would go too far across. I want to go maybe 1/3 of the way down. And what I've done, if you can see this score line here, what I'm doing is I'm lining up my score line here, this score line straight down the middle, and I'm going so that it punches to about that point. And I really hope you can see that score line in the middle and not too far, and you're left with that shape. Okay, and then you just keep running round. And then the last one on that side. And then you do need to do this one as well. So you need to come across on this one. And because that's going to be lining up with there. And then come around and do exactly the same again all the way around on the other side. And like I say, don't forget to do this end as well. Okay. So that's it, easy peasy. So what you need to do is get some glue down into these bits. So I'm going to use my tear and tape. peel off the backing of all of the bits. I'm still inside school holidays. My boys don't go back to school until Wednesday, and actually one of them doesn't go back until Thursday. So as ever, I'm finding silence where I can. If you're a liquid glue person, you might be more comfortable with that than tear and tape. I possibly should have been too. Not to worry, but just get it all lined up. And I've lined it and eyeballed it at the two parts where my thumbs are. And then I know it's all lined up. Okay, so that is stuck down. When I did my one before, I had lots more lines there, so it went in and out, and there was no buckling. And actually I did it with cardstock. I have found that this paper is quite forgiving anyway. It gives quite nicely, so there's not really a worry about whether it's going to buckle or not. As you can see, it's moving quite happily. We've got strong paper. It's not, you know, there's a bit of oomph and give to it, and it's going to hold itself together. So don't worry about having to have extra score lines. Right, let's find the front and the back. And this ribbon is from the Brightly Gleaming set. I'm going to do my very best to tie a bow. Ooh. Yeah, probably not going to happen prettily, but you know, we'll have a bash. So there you go. See, that hasn't buckled at all. I don't know which direction this bow is going to face. It could be upside down, sideways. Oh, not bad. Slipped a bit. Let's not worry too much. Actually, I'm going to use my better scissors. So there's one. And then you'd pop all your treats inside. Plenty of room to get your treats in. What's the chances that I'm going to get a nice pretty bow on the other side? Husband's in the garage again. I kind of need him around when I'm doing this filming in the summer holidays to keep small children occupied. I've got one at work. Jack has been working all summer, and I've got two being occupied by computer games. I'm an honest mum, and Chris has got the fourth downstairs in the garage. So, okay, there we go. That's popped that back open again. All right. So, all I need to do now is finish off a little bit of stamping. So I've got the wrapped in the Perfectly Placed stamp set, and I'm going to grab another punch. Let's just use a load of punches on this project. Why not? Love punches. So this one comes as a bundle with the punch. What did I put on the last one? I put the checkered one. I'm going to do that again. I think that's my favourite. I put it into a video recently and everybody said, oh, I love that one. It's not just my favourite, is it? That's on there. Some shaded spruce and some whisper white. Somebody's just come out of their bedroom. I hope they don't want me. Onto there and get some dimensionals on the back. Actually, we'll just put one for now. And then it was after I had made my cracker, I thought, oh, I could put a little jingle bell on, which we've got a whole host of jingle bells down here. Don't remember which collection they're from, possibly this one. And I thought, well, I probably should have tied it on with string, but you know what, I haven't. So let's stick it down with a mini glue dot. It still jingles, even with a mini glue dot, so I'm going to do the same again. I thought it was cute. Just as long as you don't cover up the holes, you'll be all right. Like I say, probably, you know, tying it on, you know, but that's okay. So I'm just going to pop it on there. How cute. And like I say, lovely on a supper plate or something like that, or as a table favour, something like that. I've just gone to close that up so I didn't put my hand in it, and I've just put my hand in it. Anyway, thank you ever so much for joining me. Do not forget, 5 projects a week. for 5 weeks, focusing on the autumn-winter catalogue because it's Pootles Advent Countdown. All sorts coming. Can't wait to share with you tomorrow's project. Oh, hope to speak to you very soon. And the catalogue goes live on Thursday. Bye.